Oh yeah, man.
How's all this coming about, man?
Man, you know, a lot of fans been reaching out saying that they want me to do a Say Cheese interview. They see I've been going crazy on the music, so you know.
Straight up, man. We put you on our blog site like a week ago. I think on your birthday, actually. Am I right?
Yeah, I think that was my birthday.
Yeah, man. It's been crazy, dog. Happy birthday. How old are you now?
I'm 19 now.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, but when we put you on our blog site, man, a lot of people knew about you. The people that didn't know about you, they were really impressed, man. They say that you remind them of your brother.
Yeah, I get that a lot. A lot of people be saying that I remind them of my brother, but I'm me. But yeah, I can see where they say that.
Right, straight up. Now, you're originally from Chicago, right?
Yep.
Okay, the north side.
Yes.
Now, when we speak on Chicago, you know, when the media, when we put stuff out about Chicago, we talk about, you know, the south side of Chicago and the west side. Sometimes we talk about the east side, but we don't hear a lot about the north side of Chicago.
Right.
Why is that?
Because that's where a lot of the money in Chicago come from. A lot of the white people live, and they don't want to make it seem like that those people are in danger, really, I would say. You know, because there's a lot of killing going on, and they don't want to publicize it because nobody will want to live in Chicago if they think it is happening everywhere in Chicago.
Definitely. Definitely. So you would say that the same shit that goes on the south side and all the other parts of Chicago goes on in the north side too?
Yeah. I definitely would. I mean, only thing is different is that the police, they way more thirsty, like they dirtier, like they'll put a case on people, like they coming faster on the north side than they would for out south because it's more white people, like, you know, in the midst of all this happening, so, you know, it's way more difficult.
Right. So, I mean, is there gangs on the north side?
Yeah. It's gangs everywhere.
Okay. But on the north side, you know, it's way more, like you said, it's the uptown. Like, it's way more white people, you know, it's way more businesses and stuff of that nature?
Right, yeah.
Okay. So, is there different hoods in the north side?
Yeah, it's different hoods. You got Uptown and Rogers Park, really the two main neighborhoods, but it's Edgewater, Albany Park, you know, Jefferson Park, like, a lot of places.
Yeah. Would you say, is it territorial? Because I've been to Chicago several times, and, you know, Chicago is really territorial. You can't really just go anywhere freely in Chicago. Would you say, like, the north side is the same way, or is it a little bit more free on the north side?
No, I say it's the same way. Like, you feel me? You can't just be caught somewhere where you not from, because a motherfucker just get on that with you. You feel me? Like, who are you?
Right. Now, when I speak with people from Chicago, I understand it's the Chicago Cubs on the north side, and it's the White Sox on the south side.
You said what?
On the north side of Chicago is the Chicago Cubs, right?
Yeah.
And on the south side is the White Sox, right?
Right.
So is it like a thing to where as though y'all can't root for the White Sox on the north side, or it ain't really that deep?
I mean, for me, it's that deep because I'm from the north side. Like, why would I root for the White Sox if I'm from the north side? We got our own team, you feel me? And we way better than the White Sox. They not on shit. Like, of course I'm going to always root for us.
Right. So let me ask you this. If somebody is on the north side of Chicago with a White Sox hat or a White Sox jersey on, is it tension or it ain't that deep because it's sports?
No, it ain't that deep because don't nobody really give a fuck about baseball. But if the White Sox and the Cubs in the World Series together, I'm going for the Cubs. Like, or if they ever play each other, I'm going for the Cubs. Like, but if the Cubs don't make it, then yeah, I'll root for the White Sox because it's Chicago.
Right, straight up. And y'all just won last year. How was it? What was the experience like? You know, the Cubs, I don't think they won one in the last, like 60-something years. What was the experience like when the Cubs won last year?
Actually, when that shit went down, I was locked up, incarcerated in Cook County But I watched all the games on TV, but it's not the same. But it looked like they was real happy about the shit, and there was a lot of people like out there. I wish I was out there for it too.
Right, straight up. Now, speaking on that incarceration, it was a gun charge, correct?
Right.
Can we speak on that, or you not really trying to touch that?
I mean, shit, it's not really nothing to speak about. I just caught a gun case. I bonded out, still fighting, looking to beat it this summer.
Okay, good luck on that. Was it like something to where as though you was driving, or like a cop ran up on you on foot? Like, what was the situation like?
Man, they just, you know, like I said, they don't play fair on the north side. You know, I don't really want to speak on the details of the case, you feel me?
Right, okay. Okay. Now, the drill scene right now, it's kind of, Chicago's right now is kind of in a funny place. I mean, a lot of people, they're either dead or in jail. But what do you feel like the drill scene right now is, as far as, you know, the status of the drill scene in Chicago? Where is it at right now?
I mean, do you mean the drill scene as far as music or as real life?
In music.
Oh, well, I feel like that shit really dying down more and more as we go along, because it's just like, you feel me, people is looking at it a different way now, because it's like that's promoting violence and people getting killed, and they don't want that. You know, people is trying to make legitimate music and, you know, stuff that's going to actually be a #1 hit.
Right. Do you feel like a lot of the violence, I mean, well, of course, the violence is one of the reasons why, you know, Chicago is really at a stagnant place right now. Do you feel like it's because of, you know, the gun violence and a lot of people that are either incarcerated or dead?
Yeah. You know, a lot of people get killed, and the opposite side not just finna let that happen, you know. And, you know, people gonna always keep a weapon because they don't want to get killed. Like, nobody want to be a victim to this. So everybody got a gun. And if you getting killed, they trying to make more victims because they just not finna let nobody kill their loved ones.
Right. Now, being from the north side of Chicago, I'm going to go back to that topic. What is the slang, you know, and everything, the style, the swag, is everything the same on the north side as everywhere else?
I mean, I guess we say our own shit sometimes, like, you know, me and my homies, like, we got our own shit that nobody else know about, you feel me? But we say, everybody really say the same shit in Chicago, but people is different up north. I say, like, out west, it's motherfuckers flashy as hell, you know. Out south, motherfuckers just, you feel me, got they gangsta overturn. Up north, it's just way more smooth. Motherfuckers way more smooth on the north side.
Right, and I feel like, you know, especially your brother and yourself, y'all really brought light to the north side. Would you say that?
Yeah, I'll say that. That's true. Pappy, he opened the door for exposure for the north side, because people didn't even know that these things was taking place up north before, you know, he came out and shined light upon it.
Right. Do you feel like the north side is still slept on? Because, you know, when I talk to other rappers from the south side, they still try to downplay what's going on in the north.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's slept on. I'd just say, you know, motherfuckers probably just hate us because the best rapper from Chicago came from up north and not out south.